Ariana Grande's hunting knife-wielding stalker sentenced to years in prison. Ariana Grande's days of terror are officially over as her relentless stalker gets the justice he deserves for years-long harassment. The singer became fearful for her safety when the man began stalking her in 2021. After nearly 100 break-ins and threats with a large hunting knife, the culprit has finally been apprehended and will serve time behind bars for his crimes. Ariana Grande's stalker to serve over 3 years in prison. According to Santa Barbara County District DA, John T. Savrnoch Brown pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including stalking, residential burglary, and making criminal threats against Grande in Santa Barbara and Los Angeles counties. In his statement, the DA noted the Thank You Next songstress's stalker will be sentenced in May to 3 years and 8 months in a California state prison. The culprit will also abide by the rules of the restraining order Grande filed against him. For the next 10 years, Brown is banned from having any form of contact with the singer. After he finishes serving his over 3-year sentence, the restrictions will kick in, meaning Grande will never have to worry about her stalker for a long time. The man, who we are choosing not to name, began harassing the singer in 2021 and only escalated with time. TMZ revealed he attempted to break into the entertainer's Hollywood mansion nearly 100 times between February 2021 and September 2021, and even brought a dangerous weapon on one occasion. Grande narrated the terrifying incident in court documents obtained by the blast when she filed for a restraining order against Brown. She stated his harassment worsened at the beginning of September when he pulled a large hunting knife on her private security. I am informed that his visits were sporadic at first, but that in the last approximately 2 to 3 weeks, he has come to my home nearly every day and sometimes multiple times a day, the 30-year-old explained in the filing. She stated that on Thursday, September 9, 2021, at approximately 4:15 p.m., Brown came to her home but was asked to leave by security. However, he returned at approximately 10:20 p.m. while she was home and became combative when asked to leave and displayed a large hunting knife. Grande claimed he brandished the deadly weapon while yelling threatening statements, including, "I'll F-king kill you and her." Based on his threats, I am fearful for my safety and for the safety of my family. I fear that absent a restraining order, he will continue to come to my home and attempt to physically harm or murder me or members of my family, Grande lamented in the filing. Fortunately, a judge agreed the situation needed a restraining order and granted the singer's petition for a 5-year ban against Brown. Unfortunately, the restrictions did little to stop the stalker from continuing his harassment. After getting slapped with a 5-year restraining order that strictly forbade him from having contact with Grande, he shrugged off the rules to resume stalking the singer. He broke into her home in June 2022, triggering security alarms that alerted the police. Fortunately, the side-to-side hitmaker wasn't home, and the man barely did any damage to her property before authorities arrived and shut him behind bars. This break-in marked one of multiple incidents since the restraining order was issued against him in 2021. The stalker was meant to turn himself in for repeatedly violating the order. However, he chose to travel to Grande's California home and attempted to gain access to her or her family. Following his arrest, cops arraigned him on charges of burglary, damaging power lines, stalking, violating a court order, and obstruction. Despite the evidence stacked against him, he refused to accept responsibility for his actions and pleaded not guilty to all the charges. His crimes marked the second time an overzealous fan has compromised Grande's safety. Unfortunately, this isn't Grande's only issue with obsessed fans. In May 2020, the Grammy winner and her mother applied for a restraining order against another stalker. The culprit was arrested after he broke into her home, successfully got past her security, and left a love note for the singer. Police booked him for misdemeanor trespassing and later for felony battery because he allegedly spat on the officers who arrested him. Grande and her mother received a 5-year restraining order against him.